Hello everybody and welcome to today's Facebook Live session. My name is Mr. Liam and today we're going to be thinking about phonics. So, I have lots of different resources here on the table today that we're going to be using when thinking about phonics. Last time we were together on Facebook Live, we started to look at SAT-PIM. So we focused on just 3 letters last time. Does anyone remember which letters? We had S, good, A, perfect, and T. Now, these letters make a sound. So we have S, S, A, A, and T, T. Very good, okay? This week, we're going to think about 3 more letters. So we had S, A, T. But we have 3 others to think about. So I'm going to use blue because that's one of my favorite colors to think about. 1. So this is P, 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 P. Okay, perfect. My next letter is I, I, I. Now I want us to think about I for a little bit longer because this one is a vowel as well as A. But I is often the one that people make the most mistakes with because it's very, very tempting to say I, E, but that's not correct. I does not make an E sound. It makes an I sound. Almost like going up. I'm going to jump a little bit. I. Okay, it should come from the back of your throat. Never E, always I. And our last letter is N. Not n, never n, but n. Your tongue should just touch the back of your teeth. N. Lovely. So we have 6 letters all together. S, A, T, P, I, N. One more time. S, A, T, P, I, N. All together spells SAT-PIM. Perfect. Now today, what I want us to think about is different ways that we can write the letters. Because reading them and understanding them is very important, but knowing how to write them, how to create them, is also very important. Now, most teachers will hand you a pen and tell you to use a pen to write, which we can do. We can absolutely use a pen to write. And I have some paper here, and I have a pen. So what I want us to think about is the letters, the sounds, but how to remember them. So when I do S, like this is S. I think of a snake, okay? Snake. And we can add a tongue and 2 eyes and make it look like a snake. When I draw A, when I write letter A, I think of myself eating an apple. And do 2 eyes again. And do a big mouth. But we need to add the little kick to make it A. So it's with a kick. Okay? Now, when I think about T, I might think about tennis, playing tennis. Okay, we'll use a different color this time. So we have, imagine that we're playing tennis. So here's the tennis racket with a kick. Okay, and our T always needs a cross on the top. Perfect. And what are we hitting? The tennis ball. There we go. S, A, T. Beautiful. So that's one way to do it. We might use a pen and some papers. So this is sat, sat, sat. But we could also get a little bit messy. So here I have a bottle of ink. 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 It's black. It comes with a squeezer. So I could try to do it on some tissues. So let's start with P and see how we do. Okay, we'll take a big blob of ink and then drip it on. And see, does it look like a P? More, there we go. A little bit more. Okay, now it looks like letter P. Letter P, pa. Okay, so we did that with ink. Let's try I. A little bit more, okay. Lovely. Remember I, we just want a straight line and a dot. So let's see, does it look like an I? It does. P-I. P-I. Oh, it's all dribbling down. Okay, next one. Let's try N. So N, straight lines, all the way down. And then a nice. Perfect, that went really well. Whoop, whoop. Pin. So we did that 2 different ways, one with a pen and one with some ink. And we created sad pin. Same as there, sad pin. S-A-T, P-I. Perfect. Okay, so that's 2 ways we could do it. What's another way? We could use this. This is just simple clay or Play-Doh if you have that at home. And we can also use this to create sat pin and to create those sounds. So let's pull some out. Let's do 2 letters. I'm going to do I and A because they're in my name. Because my name is Mr. Liam. Okay, so for I, super easy. We just roll it out so it's straight. And then we add a dot at the top. There we go. We have I. And for A we need a little bit more. Okay, there we go. We're going to roll it right out. We need a little bit more because we have to create a whole circle. Circle it round. There we go. Pull a little bit more out. Round, flatten it out, and add A. And there we go. A. Another one. A. Ah. Lovely. So there's another way we could make the letters. And then a fun game we could play. One final way for us to think about phonics is using something simple like a paper plate. Take the dough off there. Okay, with a little bit of sticky tape on the back. Taking some paint. What we can do is practice painting. So it's easier to hold a paintbrush than a pen sometimes. And we can do, let's start with S. Follow, yay. Okay, let's try the other ones. Let's do A. And the great thing about a paper plate is you can follow the plate to create the letters A. Okay, next one. T. Perfect. Next one. Anyone? P. Good job. P. I. And N. There we go. And then we have all of them. We have sat pin. Now we could play a game. We could time ourselves and see how fast we can stick the letters to the letters on the board. Okay. But what I want us to think about today is how these letters could be rearranged to make new words. So we have S. There we go. We have sat. Sat. For example, Mr. Liam is sat down. But we could make this past tense by putting the I in. Not past tense, but different tense. Sit. Sat was past tense. Sit, present. Now we have a new word, okay? We could take S out and put in P. And now we have pit. P-it. We could take out T and put in N. Now we have pin. This is a great way for us to learn how to rearrange letters and learn those sounds all together by starting with sat pin, s, at, p, it, n. So, what I think you should do at home is try this same activities. Try to create letters in as many different ways as you possibly can, because when you keep creating them, you'll remember how to put them together. And there we have it, sat pin. So try at home, maybe take some pictures and put them in the comments so we can see what you're doing. Good job. Thank you.